Hi guys, this is Vidas and welcome to another session of Learn with Vidas series. Today is very cold and I'm just recovering from my infection and cold, so I'm still wearing a scarf here and hopefully you can hear me well. All right, excellent. So today we're going to learn how to harmonize C major and A minor scales. Oh, good. We have a stream here. Anybody who's watching live, say hello in the live stream, live chat as well. All right, let's check what we have in terms of sample set. Bogart organ 2014, Ichthuskerk in York, Netherlands, sampled by Svelling. Okay, let's do. All right, let's do this. Maybe even a little louder. Yeah, probably this way. We won't need any pedals today because it's just a harmonization for you. Oh, Don is here. Hi, Don. How are you? Hopefully it's not as cold as in Lithuania. This I think last night somewhere in northern Lithuania was minus 30 degrees. 30, and upcoming night will be minus 33, I think, or 32, 33, something like that. In Vilnius won't be as cold, but maybe minus 26, or maybe where we are next to the river, so a little bit more colder, might be close to 30, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Our old car didn't start up this cold day, so good to have a replacement, actually, a newer one. Yeah, but you have to be careful with the cold. All right, so are you ready to enjoy harmonization? Okay. Well, why would you need to harmonize C major, right? Or A minor? Later we'll do with A minor. Because when you play, let's say, any chordal music, hymns, right? For example, or improvisation based on hymns, or even organ literature, but with chordal texture. Sometimes you get passages which remind you of scales, not necessarily entire scale like this, right? This is rather rare, right? But sometimes you get a 4-note phrase going upward, ascending tetrachord, right? C, D, E, and F, or just G, A, B, and C. Two major tetrachords. That's how natural major is constructed. So when we deal with this, it's actually good to decipher the building blocks of music and see how they are put together. And we'll use simple chords for this: tonic, subdominant, dominant, maybe a subdominant 7th chord, maybe some 3rd degree chord going downward. We'll see. Very simple 3-note chords, basically, most of the time. Okay, let's take a look at the keyboard. And here is our scale. Right. Oh, we have Sean here. Hi, Sean. Hopefully it's warmer in the UK. So, in order to harmonize C major, we need to establish the rules. right? It's very, very simple. We use 3-note chords. The first scale degree, which is C, E, G, and their inversions, right? We could use F, A, C, subdominant, and then G, B, D, dominant, and then tonic, right? These 3 chords and their inversions work particularly well, except in some cases when subdominant goes to the dominant and we have to avoid parallel fifths in ascending motion, then we switch to something else. But let's do it. Let's check if we have the first scale degree, C, we could harmonize it with C major chord. This, okay. On the note D, 6 chord, I think this way, or this way. With 2 G's. This one's better. Tonic on the note E, 3rd scale degree. Subdominant 6 chord. Tonic 6 chord on the note G. O. Now this is 7th scale degree, first inversion chord. It should be diminished, right? But inversion is D, F, B, like this. Okay, could actually do it softer, I think. Maybe even this way. You have to be sensitive because the action of our keyboards in winter season is quite noisy, and sometimes we get sticky keys too, especially when we have dry humidity during winter time. We actually do moisturize the air, of course. We have device, but it's not enough, and the humidity is still too low, and therefore some mechanical sticky keys are here on the first and second manual sometimes. So therefore I jump from manual to manual sometimes. Right now second manual seems to behave better than the first, so let's see. All right, one more time. Tonic, the note C, dominant 6 chord on the note D, tonic on the note E, subdominant 6 chord on the note, tonic 6 chord, the note G, subdominant on the note A, and now we have first inversion, seventh scale degree first inversion chord, like this, and then tonic chord of the note C. Alright, going downward. Yeah, Don, your pedal stick in winter, right? I don't have sticky pedals, just keys. Keys are a problem. Yeah. So downward. Downward. We start with the 6th scale degree chord, A minor chord, on the note C. Third scale degree on the note B. O, sticky key. Subdominant on the note A. Tonic on the note G. Subdominant 6th chord, note F. Tonic 2nd inversion chord, or cadential 6/4 chord with the note E. Dominant 7th chord with the note D, and tonic chord on the note C. Nice. Well, that's important to remember. Do we have any other options? Yeah, there are plenty of options, but I just want to be simple here today. 3 note chords most of the time, right? And then sometimes dominant 7th during the cadence. And that's nice enough, right? How should you practice? Obviously, practice without writing it down, trying to keep in mind what you're playing, just like I'm not looking at the score at all. And therefore, it's it's a mental work basically, and do it very, very slowly. Don't press another chord unless you are absolutely sure what's coming up next. Okay, and do it obviously several times in a row correctly. Excellent. Okay, let me do it more fluently, a little faster. Like this. Okay. Lovely. I think this version could work on its own. Now, imagine if we can harmonize the bass. Not the soprano, but the bass will have the melody. Yeah, sometimes the tunes can be placed in the left hand part or in the pedals also. So that's important to harmonize the opposite way too. So let's do it. I will demonstrate it slowly. So on the note C, since we are starting low in the left hand part and ascending high, we have to keep a distance between the two hands. So it's better to start high in the right hand part and low in the left hand part, and then they come close together in the middle, like this, or even this. This probably is too close, because this C is the highest note, so if too close at the beginning of it, yeah, I could just maybe even start after this or this. Maybe let's do this. Tonic chord on the note C. second inversion dominant chord on the note E. First inversion tonic chord, subdominant on the note F, dominant chord on the note G, sixth scale degree chord on the note A, first inversion dominant chord, note B, and tonic. What if we did one more time? Keep more distance between the hands. One more time. On the note C, we could have actually dominant B chord, tonic sixth chord on the note E, subdominant on the note F, dominant on the G, sixth scale degree on the note A, dominant sixth chord, B, and downward. First inversion of the dominant on the note B. Okay. Sixth scale degree chord. Dominant chord on the note G. Dominant 4/3 chord. Dominant 4/2 actually. Tonic sixth chord on the note E. Dominant 4/3 chord on the note D. Tonic on the note C. Like this. One more time, downward. Or if you could do this. Tonic 4/2 chord. Sixth scale degree chord. Sixth scale degree 4/2 chord. Subdominant. Oh, subdominant 4/2 chord. Seventh scale degree, first inversion chord. It's very simple this way. You just move every note. Like this. That position chord, it's the inversion of the seventh scale degree, the seventh chord, right? Let me know what you think. All right. What about A minor chord, A minor scale in soprano first? Would you like to know how to do it? Yeah, you could do it. A minor, that would be a good pair of keys. A minor and C major and A minor to work on this week for you. That's why I included minor pair as well. So let's take a look. Here is the scale, the natural scale, natural minor. We have to first decide which type of minor we will play. There are three versions, right? Natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. Oh, guilty pleasures joined. Okay, Rian, hi. Welcome. So we need oops, look. Oh, we need to glue this later. Okay. Look what happened. I just barely touched it. Okay. So you basically need either melodic minor or harmonic or melodic. Natural minor, it's not as pleasing to the air going upward. I present to you melodic minor, F sharp and G sharp. Going upward, you need to use ascending 6th scale degree and 7th scale degree. Like this, F sharp and G sharp. But downward, like natural. F sharp, G sharp. Only in ascending motion. Alright, so starting with A minor tonic on the note A, dominant 6 on the note B, G sharp in the bass, don't forget that, tonic chord on the note C, subdominant 6 chord on the note D, tonic 6 chord on the note E, major subdominant on the note F sharp, on the note G sharp, first inversion of the 7th scale degree. Like this, and then tonic. One more time, faster. You have to watch out for parallel intervals. Parallel thirds are okay, parallel sixths are okay, but parallel fifths and octaves are not okay. Going downward, F major chord, 6th scale degree chord, 3rd scale degree chord on the note G, this way, subdominant on the note F, on the note E, tonic chord, first inversion, subdominant chord, cadential 6/4 chord, dominant 7th chord, and tonic. So for downward. Obviously you can stop the video after replay and watch it again and play it many times. Okay. Oh, we have Fernando. Hi Fernando. Fernando writes that he is an amateur organist. Started taking organ lessons last year. Engineer, okay, no formal music training. So wants to become a part-time organist at some church eventually, and wants to know wants my advice what to study in order to become knowledgeable for church musician, right? Self-study, part-time. Yeah, it takes a lot of dedication to study self to be self-taught and to be actually in a position to work for somebody. I think Rian and others, Sean, right, Dawn, who are here, can testify that it's one thing to be self-taught for ourselves, right? But it's completely another thing to take that skill to the level where you could actually play for others in front of the audience and in a situation where others depend on your playing, like him playing. And so it's a very rarely seen skill that you could actually pull it off without any guidance from professionals. Yeah. Highly unlikely. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. So, two choices: either study with the professional and progress faster, or do self-teaching and then progress slower at your own pace. But that pace might not be enough for church playing. I don't know. It depends on your current level, what you can do right now, what's your background, right? Can you play some hymns already? Maybe. Can you understand how the pieces put together? Do you know the harmony basics, music theory basics or not? That helps also. Don says total organist subscription helps. Yeah, sure. But you see, Don is not trying to be a part-time organist, right? You see, if I ask Don right now, could you please substitute some local organist at the church just for fun to see if your skill is high enough, Don? Can you do it? It would take completely different mindset to start working on your own, even using our materials, but on your own with the goal in mind of playing in public someday, as opposed to just playing in your music room for yourself. You see? Oh, Don says, actually, I could. Very good. To prove that, there is only way to prove it. Yeah, we have to be sure if we can do it, right? The only way to do it is either go to actual church service and play there. Only then you can actually know. It's not the same as sitting in your comfort of your warm heated music room and recording yourself and doing multiple takes. No, it's like a mini concert, mini live recital of course, material that you're playing, it's maybe much less demanding than in a recital, but some people play difficult music during the service too, or elaborate hymns and play improvisations and preludes and postludes and interludes, rather advanced way too. But but um, but you cannot really stop. At home, yes, you can stop, but at church, you just have to keep going and pretend that you're not afraid. You pretend that you didn't make a mistake here. Nobody has to be aware of that. Nobody can be aware of that. Yeah, definitely, apprenticeship in musical programs at some churches. They have programs like that. So definitely ask around if you have a good level professional working in a church that you want to emulate. The problem sometimes we have that there is a shortage of good organists, and sometimes we hear people playing at the church, but very low level. So that doesn't count, obviously. That doesn't count because if you're learning from them, you're not learning anything actually. Okay, guys. So I think we have delighted each other long enough today. Maybe I'll do one quick demonstration of A minor scale. No, F sharp needs to be glued. Okay. Good, it's not a live concert today, right? It's not Friday. Hopefully next Friday it will work. It will work. And the last thing, it's A minor scale melodic version, but in the bass. So you start like this. Maybe this way. So you start with tonic on the note A. What's this? First inversion's G major chord, C major chord, D minor chord, E major chord, first inversion D major chord, and tonic, and downward. Do this. Except from F to G sharp, it's augmented interval and we try to avoid it. So it's better to play this. And then like this. Right. All right, guys. Oh, Sean writes, ex-flight instructor, he knows that the knowledge has to be passed down to the students. Right, correct. And you have to be qualified as a flight instructor, right? You cannot really fly airplanes without a license, right? So whatever you do, you will have a license. So by definition, you will have qualifications, right? Good. And actually maybe to instruct others too, right? So the same thing is, of course, less risky than flight, but applies for music playing as well, church playing, because it's a low risk situation, but it's still a risk. It's still in public. Other people depend on you, right? So lots of things to think about. Okay, I hope you will enjoy practicing C major and A minor scales on your own, harmonizing them in soprano and the bass. If you do, thanks so much for your support. Appreciate your coffees, virtual coffees, memberships, donations. Everything is highly appreciated. And now we've done, we will go to total organist training. This will be a continuation of our improvisation mini course on keyboard preludes. People from total organist community can join us. All right. See you next Sunday with the next tutorial. Let me know if you have any requests. And if nothing comes up, if the health allows, if the organ behaves well, if there are no graduations on Friday, let me check. There are graduations on Friday, but only during the day. So I think I should be able to play. I should be able to play on the bench with Vidas, unless there is this another some unforeseen event. But I will, of course, let people know. But I'm planning to do it. Thank you so much, Sean, for your virtual ticket. Thank you. Appreciate it. Great. So let's go with Dawn to total organist training and see you others during the week with other videos. All right. Stay warm, but not too hot. If you are in Australia, keep hydrated. It's 40 degrees there, very hot. Imagine in Northern Europe, in here it's minus 30. In Australia it's plus 40. Crazy midsummer. All right. Okay, and remember, when you practice, miracles happen.